Hashtag no more packs. Hashtag little Jimmy. That's what's been going on these days in the Madden Ultimate Team community. A lot of people are boycotting packs. Some of your biggest streamers are out there saying they ain't gonna be pulling no more. Like I be hearing Toke saying he's done. Little Jimmy, no more packs. That dude Sly just had an interview with him, hour-long interview. I took some time to listen to that, and they had some really great points, really solid arguments, and I can't disagree with everything. I can't disagree with anything they said. These guys have a point. They're trying to make a change, and I support it. But what I want to get into is I have my viewpoint on it too, and the way I always approach an argument is I always like to look at it from outside of the box and be fair to all parties involved in whatever discussion you're going into. It's only fair in that way to come up with a logical standpoint at the end. Like, I'm gonna give my viewpoints on where EA does shine and where they do screw up royally. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna give my final thoughts, I would say, on it. But overall, it's a big issue that's going on right now, and it involves money. A lot of people's hard money are being spent into it, so it's worth the time to take and talk about it, just so that everybody kind of has a little bit of a basis for those newer people also who are new to Madden Ultimate Team, and maybe they think they're getting good pack luck. I don't know about that, but let's start off by saying one of the cons. The main con, actually, the whole reason this whole debate is going on is the pack luck. Now, what is really the pack luck? The pack luck is, as you guys could see in this video, is how many elite cards you're gonna pull out of a pack. Like, you can get bronze, silvers, golds, team items, and whatnot. But let's just be frank and honest here. The golds don't have that much value. The elites are where the money is at. And a lot of people pull packs. Why? To get elites. And I've been playing Madden for 3 years. Madden Ultimate Team, to be more specific. And this year, the pack luck has been more ass than any other year. It's been terrible. Like at the beginning of the year, when I watched everybody else's stream, when I'd watch GS pull, when I'd watch Toke pull, and I'm like, bro, these guys are getting ass. And then, you just click on any other random YouTuber stream and they're just getting even more ass and ass and ass. It's like, I was scared to pull my first bundle in a way. I'm like, what am I going to spend $100 to get ass? And it's kind of what happened. This is actually my first bundle of the year. This video's been a little overdue for a long time. Apologies for that. I've been busy with a lot of other shit, but it's out right now, and I figured no better time than the present. With this whole no more packs movement going on, it kind of lit a fire in me to get this out of here. So right off the bat, we all know the pack luck in general is just really bad, and it wouldn't have gotten to this point if EA wasn't that arrogant and just didn't think we wouldn't notice that the pack luck is so bad that people aren't even getting any value out of the packs. However, and this is going to be a pro on EA's side, they can always argue that there's values in the packs. They've introduced MUT tips this year, which you can stick into sets to get pro packs or even an award winners packs. They got the item sets, which are a lot better. It's not like 5 coaches and 5 jerseys per set. You get to add them all into one general set to get, badge packs. Sorry, yeah, that's what I wanted to say, badge packs. And in another way too, they've like kind of with these whole Man of the Month sets, they've made the values of silvers and bronze cards even more worth than gold. Like apparently right now, a silver Cardinals player is going for a couple K a piece. And like, that ain't no joke. That's more than the 800 coins you're gonna get for a gold right now. So, and from that perspective, yeah, okay, they put a little bit more value into the packs, and yeah, long run, if you really do grind out the packs, you could maybe pull some coin in. But now to get into another negative side, EA cannot, to me anyway, they cannot justify the price of packs or the bundles. Like, there's no way you can explain to me and tell me that how a DLC for one game mode of the game costs more than the entire game itself. I'm gonna repeat that and elaborate. Madden, I'm in Canada. Madden, the game itself, cost me maybe $100 something because I got the pre-order edition where you get the bonus pro packs or all pro packs every week, you know. And 2-3 times a week, these guys are dropping a bundle that's worth like $120 Canadian. The exchange rate doesn't help me over here. $133 for 12,000 points. So if they drop 3 12,000 point bundles a week, that's 1, 2, 3, almost $400. EA will take $400 out of you every single week. $1,600 a month. That's their earning revenue for these big guys like Toke and GS and the guys who pull a lot. Like, you know, I have a lot of respect for these guys for pulling. Like, they do it for the people. People love the pull. Yeah, sure, they make money, but I'm not gonna hate on them for that. These guys do what they gotta do, and if them pulling packs gets them views, I'm all for it. But I'm not for EA trying to milk off of their success by overcharging on their bundles. Are you kidding me? $1,600 a month, $130 per bundle of ass. $130 for ass. No, it's just ridiculous. What they really have you hooked on here is EA is clever. If you don't notice, football is associated with money and gambling. When football season rolls around, even if you check your score app, ESPN app, or whatever it is, don't you always notice they got the over-under spreads, they got the plus-minus spreads, they're showing it. Football is made to gamble on. Football has an addictive nature to it. It's almost like putting your money in slots. If you ever played slots, some of those younger kids who may be watching this video who haven't, but this is more for the older guys. If you've ever played slots, you put your money in, you spin, and you get a random 5 things hit, and hopefully you hit the jackpot on that. Pulling packs is the exact same thing. It's literally gambling, you know? And I find that very morally wrong from EA to kind of ploy on people's gambling addicts or creating a mode that enforces a gambling addict. It's pretty fucking bad. And there's no way, like I said, the price of packs are just insanely stupid. Me personally, I think a single pack should be $1. A bundle should be no more than $10. Why? Because it's a game mode you only play for 365 days a year. Next year your money isn't going to be worth jack shit. You know, you're not going to make a penny off of the coins you make or the $1,000 you put in. But anyways, they're too expensive, point blank, that's it. Another plus side for EA, which I gotta go into, is this year, one thing they could justify giving out shit pull rates and stuff like that is the economics. Now, for those who've played Madden 16, they'll probably notice that the cards are holding their value. Let's give an example. Antonio Brown. That card was on launch day probably 400 or 500k, and today he's probably still worth 3 something k. JJ Watt is probably still a 200-300k card, and these are the base first elite cards you get out of the game. Why is that happening? Because they're not trolling them out. If you look at last year's content, all of the legend sets and base elite cards, even the good ones, by now they were trolled out, handed out, and they lost all their value. Pretty much anybody could have had the best cards for like under 100k. You know, obviously there was some very hard cards to get. Like I remember the Ty Law card was a 500k card for a long time. That and there was another flashback card that was ridiculously expensive. It's not coming to me right now, but yeah, essentially, like, they're trying to keep the market stable. They're trying to hold the value of the cards for a while, and I get it. They're trying to not troll out the cards as much, but that brings me to my next bad point for EA. Who gives a fuck if you troll them out or not? If you look at Madden 7, NBA 2K17, a lot of people have been streaming that and comparing it, bringing specifically that game up. Like, I've seen pack openings from that game, and those packs are lit. People be pulling stuff, pulling LeBron James, Steph Curry, KD, all day. And what does that tell me about NBA? They're rewarding their players for pulling packs. Like, you get the packs, sure, not all of them are going to be lit and have everything you want, but hey, pull me a KD. Like, if I bought $100 bundle from Madden and you threw in a Luke Kuechly once in a while, I'm going to be happy. I'm not going to complain about that bundle. Even in this bundle, what I pulled, out of the $100, I got a Chris Harris and a John Elway card. Like, it wasn't all that for me. Honestly, like, yeah, I was happy to have it. Opening day, that Chris Harris was worth, what, 80k? And I guarantee you, I probably got better pulls than like 60% of the community, which is a real shame. But on another side, you got to look at it this way. EA did a lot of different things this year with the game. They put out several different game modes that worked well for them. They put out draft champions, salary cap ranked. So these are kind of game modes that are deterring people from playing MUT or playing Madden. Like, before MUT was the only thing around, that or CFM, but this year they have other game modes to entice people, so less people pulling. Salary cap rank, you don't need to be pulling packs to make a team there. You just put in $20 for the year and you have all the guys you need, and you're good. Even more than that, you could just grind solos and get everybody you want. They put in like 1,000 solos this year. So in that sense, they're trying to recoup their money in another way. They know there probably is already less people pulling packs. That's why they make the odds so shit, because they need to recoup their money. They probably have a fixed amount for it. And one thing that just came out recently that just proves to be EA's greedy as hell is the Color Rush jerseys that you could pay $5 for. Like, this is a big negative on their side. They had a promo before where you could get a Color Rush jersey where it gives you a chemistry boost to your team. And a couple weeks later, now these guys are selling it for $5 a piece in the store. That's just highway robbery. It's like, I can't even begin to elaborate on how much it's frustrating and upsetting as a customer. But what do I expect from EA? Like, they're not doing themselves any favor in the eyes of their customer. Like, you gotta remember, this is a company that was voted 2 years in a row worst company of America. Like, above Bank of America. And Bank of America are known to, like, fraud people out of their mortgages and stuff and be like total ripoffs. And like, if EA can go ahead and beat them off, that kind of says something about them and their morals. One last good point I'll make for EA is that this year you don't have to buy the packs. Like, before, they only offered like the big bundles or stuff like that, or various small bundles you could buy. But I noticed now very often this year they got a big bundle and a small bundle you could buy. So you could get a $20 bundle, or you could get that big $100 bundle with the big topper. I think it's a fair way for them to kind of balance it out. No lie. I still think it's overly priced. Like, the $20 bundle should be the big bundle, and that the other one should be like a $5 bundle. But hey, that's their pricing. But at the end of the day, even all that, it makes me think at the end that, like, these CEOs, these CFOs, all the people in marketing and stuff, I'm not gonna go blame Rex Dixon or all the guys that work on Madden, like Mutt Guru or S Gibbs and Z Frawls, these guys do a lot of great things for the community and for the people. You know, who I do blame are the CFOs, the CEOs, the people in marketing, those people who really have an influence on how much the pack costs. These are the people that really hate you. Okay, yeah, I said it. EA hates you. Not S Gibbs, not Z Frawls, not Rex Dixon, not the programming team, not the QA guys, not any of those people. They want the game to be as good as it can. No, it's the CEOs who are driving those rich ass Lamborghinis who set the pack limit. They say, guys, we want $8 million from pack openings or $10 million. We don't care what you guys gotta do. Stink out the pack odds, do this and that. At the end, well, it clearly seems like they don't give a shit about you, because if they did, it would be different. If they really do make a change and something is good, I'll retract my statement and say something nice about them. But until they do, to me, they're a bunch of scumbags. Anyways, that's about it for me. I will leave off on my final statement saying that I think EA is a bunch of douchebags. I think they're a bunch of cheaters, liars, thieves, and crooks. Personally, I play Madden because I love football. I love the game. I love what it does for my life. It brings me and my friends closer together. I'm in leagues and all that shit is cool. But what they do to Mutt and their perception on it and the way they market it, advertise it, and the way they highway rob the little Jimmys out there, I can't blame guys like Toke and GS for taking their stance the way they do. So, bottom line, I'm with you guys. No more packs. Little Jimmy, trend that topic. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch my video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like, share it, and I do promise I'll be working harder to drop more content for you guys. I got a lot of gameplay, a lot more pack openings that have already happened. Just haven't had a chance to make a vid for it, but this one kind of took precedence and had to get done. So thank you guys once again. Peace out.